Thank you for your introduction. Dear leaders, dear experts, good morning. I'm really happy to be here with all of you. And I'll talk about the VRFB industry, market demand, the future of VRFBs. To start, I want to talk about the requirements for large-scale energy storage on power grids. Let's see, safety really matters. We want to eliminate the risk of fires and explosion. Also, we got to consider cost effectiveness. That means better life cycles. Apart from all those, there should be a very low environmental load throughout the lifetime. In the next time, let me skip this page.
Well, as for the energy storage role in the grid, what is its role? I like to try to simple, which is to promote the consumption of the new energy and to solve the imbalance between generation time and also usage time. So the key is to have a peak shaving and also apart from the frequency shaving, especially it has encouraged the state council to realize the carbon peaking and carbon neutrality and has issued some action plan. According to this, when I was in about 2025, the new type of storage, apart from the water pump, is mainly electrochemical storage amounting to 30 gigawatts by 2025. By 2023, the pump storage power stations will have installed capacity of 120 gigawatts or 120 million kilowatts. And the energy storage is less than 5.7 gigawatts in China. Have 4 gigawatt gap to go. And for the pumped storage, we still have 80 gigawatts to go. According to the national or the state grid, Xin Baoan, the chairman of state grid, and in his report in 2022, he said that by 2030, pumped storage will be 100 gigawatts in electrochemical, and storage will also increase to 100 million kilowatts, which means we need to end 70 gigawatts by 2030, from 2025 to 2030. So that is the arduous task. Why is that? And we need to attach importance to the vanadium. According to international terms, on state terms, we call it VRFB, or actually it's VRFB in China. And last year, we attached great importance to VFB because the energy administration issued 25 requirements on the prevention of the electrical generation accidents, which means that the ternary LFP or the lithium battery should not be adopted, and also the sodium sulfur battery should be avoided, and also the utilization power cell should be avoided as well. So that is very important because intrinsic safety is very important. At the same time, the Beijing government issued the standards on the construction and operation of energy storage system. And actually, the sodium and the lithium ion batteries danger has been classified as class A and class B, and the flow battery is regarded as class D. And some other places even regard the liquid flow battery and class E or something. So according to class fire prevention, the floor area is concerned. The floor area must be big, coverage should be big, which means so with the new energy storage is a main approach for double carbon goal. So what kind of storage? Which means it should be intrinsically safe and no explosion, and also the discharging time for under the rated power is long and the long life, which means 15 years of usage. Therefore, VRFB energy storage satisfies this large capacity and high safety, long discharging time and energy efficient and very environmental friendly. At the same time, in November 2021, executives from 25 energy companies formed the Long-Term Energy Storage Council at the UN Climate Change Summit in Glasgow, Scotland. Therefore, in this council, we know that so collaborating with McKinsey company, I just want to mention one thing that renewable energy market generation, if it reaches 60% of the market share, long-term energy storage would be the lowest cost of flexibility solution. This year, by the beginning of this year, the DOE and the National Renewable Energy Laboratory also issued another report about that the long-term energy storage value will grow significantly. And last year, the 95% of the market share goes to the newly installed capacity, and discharge time is limited, and fire is a hazard. And therefore, renewable energy proportion goes up. The long-term storage will have more value sizably. So that is the premise of our discussion. And in China, this has further discussion. It's a highly developed area of new energy, because in China we have a lot of storage plants in provinces and cities. They have their standards, and most of these cities ask, and you just need to have 1 hours of storage. But in highly developed energy areas, they piloted that at least the storage needs to last for 4 hours. After I retired, and a lot of young people are doing development, what I'm developing is a momentum energy storage as well as the future prospect. At the same time, in the next 2 or 3 years, we will focus on the vanadium resources. And where does the electro come from? In Inner Mongolia, autonomous speaking, 2021, December, some plans were issued such as the counterpart storage no less than 50%. And also storage of such facilities to last at least 4 hours. It will be further increased after 2022. And under the stimulus of this policy, the Inner Mongolia autonomous region approved around 7 gigawatts of new energy projects, and with 15% of the storage over 4 hours. At the same time, they asked that they encourage self-built project and purchase shaving capability or storage capability. Later, we'll have we know that the board chairman of Longke suggesting many times for state council that large and shared storage station must be set up. And this opinion has been approved by the national leaders. And in Xinjiang, likewise, Xinjiang also, but it's different from Mongolia, but it's a different operation because we have a PV and wind power station. But first, you are required to set up storage in Xinjiang, at least with the length of 4 hours of storage in Xinjiang. And then it is equipped with 4 times of output, energy output. So that is the reverse in Xinjiang. Xinjiang has already planned 10 gigawatts and 43 gigawatt hours storage project with a length of 4 hours in average. So a lot of gigawatt hour projects added. Progress is difficult. Why is that? Because the vanadium price is too high. Just now, and Terry said the price is above $12 per pound. So I can say that for the VRFB, might be halted or might be terminated because the market cannot accept that. In Tibet is also required for the length is no less than 4 hours. So in recent time, the Conch company, we know Conch company is a leader of cement. And recently they have set up two storage systems that need to use it to have basis. And they believe that currently they can have 6 hours energy storage. This is what have 6 hours. So one is 6 megawatts, 36 megawatt hour, and the other one is 6 hour. And just like room, actually, for the global VRFB battery, it has done a lot of exploration and contribution. And actually, also have an electrolyte leasing model, which means if you buy the system, the electrolyte can be leased, which means the electrolyte proportion in the system price is around 60% of the overall price for the overall market share. So the initial investment is very high. This is why they adopted the model. Okay, due to time concern, I will elaborate. And actually, VRFB is good for the large scale storage. Later, many of you will touch upon that. And we'll talk about the cathode and the anode and so on and so forth. And it charges the energy and it's intrinsically safe and around life 25 years. Why I see that because I have done a lot of experiments together with Zhang and the environmentally electrolyte can be recycled and other materials can be recycled and it could be used for middle and long-term energy storage. And for every energy, the work rate says that in order to stock the 15 years of life and 10 hours of storage. And, but some other batteries are very expensive. You can see that the technology is quite lag behind in US. The price is very high, but if we can control the vanadium price in China, it could be very cheap. And also, the technology is controllable. We have over 30% of resources in China, 60% of the world resources of vanadium in China. And the world, I have heard one leader. Now we have dozens of VRFB prices, but actually we only have 4 or 5 players which can work on the VRFB. Some people will just claim they have the 2 billion of the order, but I wonder where the order come from. Because we have done a lot of trials and experiments, such as in the year of 2000, did a lot of cycle experiments, and we have 7 cycles of discharging and charging every day, and the effective cycles up to 12,000 times, and then later we dismantled the battery, the conversion of conversion attenuation is 5%. Usually 20% attenuation, it will be scrapped, wasted. But after 12,000 cycles in experiment, the attenuation was only 5%. So I have a very good ground for the experiment. And also we offered 200 to 800 kilowatts hour for a microgrid demonstration project for Jingfeng or Gold Wind technology in Beijing. Also after 5 years. After 5 years. We only understand what's left is only VRFB over 10 years. VRFB is still working. And next one is in Huamin project by Zhang. Has been also working for 10.5 years. Last year, the technician did some testing of Huamin. The output power was 5 MW and the storage is capacity is still 10 megawatt hour, and with 20 years of a cycle life, I think it's fully grounded, it's well grounded. And now you can see different aspects. And then now it's 100 megawatts and 400 megawatts. So the first session, it is just a hub, as you can see here, electrolyte between different. The distance required is 2.5, but our interval is less than 1 meter. Height is 5 meters. Therefore, for the same scale of a storage station, the VRFB energy density is low. However, it could be stacked up, it could go up, and the interval is short, so it doesn't cover more space than this ion. So this is Ronke. And in the Toshan, Huamin, everyone is 10 megawatts, 40 megawatts hour, and so it's a wind farm, and also it is well operated. And for the Ronke, actually, it is the largest. It's 300 MW, 300 MW demonstration base. So you can see that it's doing very well.
We have seen many companies engaged in this industry. Maybe they have 3 billion or 4 billion yuan of capital and they want to make an investment. Actually, installing VRFBs requires huge amounts of money, maybe 2 billion for a VRFB facility. Anyway, VRFBs are thriving here. Inhe Energy, that is a big player, and they account for a very large market share of VRFBs, maybe 95%. Actually, in their practice, the cost of projects is not quite high, maybe just 200 million yuan, give or take. Look at this page showing their presence around the globe. And their market share of electric light accounts for about 50% of the global market. We have seen a lot of exchange activities between Zhang and many other stakeholders. Dongke Power is the only company in the industry that can cover from the very beginning to that can have the end coverage for the industry of energy storage. And also, we could see some evaluation from the Royal Society of Chemistry on their capacity or capabilities. The China and Japan have been competing for large VRFB capability and projects. There has been lots of hype about this market, but actually, I suppose we should get down to earth. In the UK, we have seen some insights in certain projects. So according to Aditech EX, based in Cambridge, the UK, lithium flow batteries or FBs for energy storage could overtake lithium-ion batteries in installed capacity in around 2031. Many people talk about the high costs of VRFBs. But in my understanding, things will become better. If you think about 1 hour of energy storage, VRFBs will cost 4 times as much as lithium-ion batteries. Nobody did only 1 hour for VRFBs. In most projects of VRFBs, the duration is 4 hours or even longer. So when you scale up to 4 hours or beyond, the unit cost could go down. We need to look at the price of V2O5. If the price of V2O5 is 100,000 yuan per metric ton, then we can do some calculation. Maybe the cost of the electrolyte is 1,500 yuan per kilowatt hour. Based on those numbers, we can see that at 4 hours, the cost of VRFBs is about 3,000 yuan per kilowatt hour. If we go up to 6 hours, that's going to be driven down to only a little bit above 2,400 yuan per kilowatt hour. If we go all the way up to 10 hours, that's going to be 2,100 yuan per hour. Plus, you need to look at the whole life cycle. I mean, by the end of the life cycle, there is going to be a lot of residual value in the whole project. There could be a lot of metals for recycling. So in a VRFB system, which can run for 2 years, the actual investment self cost is around 1,800 yuan per kilowatt hour, actually 1,870 yuan per kilowatt hour. That is the unit cost of the initial for the investments made on the part of the project owner. That is quite low, actually. So if you look at the non-VRFB projects, are not so expensive. In commercial uses, we have not seen many projects that go beyond 8 hours. But after 2030, I'm sure VRFB projects beyond 8 hours will account for about 30% of total installation. If you look at the energy storage capacity, then those projects will account for 50%. I mean, projects with 8 hours or even longer energy storage. And this is actually from a report. The report, I believe, is trustworthy. Now, let's look at the VRFB projects here in China. In China, I'm sure we are looking at a better future of non-traditional VRFB energy storage projects. By 2025, in China, I'm sure the share of VRFB energy storage projects will be much higher, and the demand will also keep rising. So by 2025, the total cumulative installed capacity of electrochemical energy storage will reach 30 gigawatt hours, and the market share of VRFB energy storage projects will be like 4.5 gigawatts. If the energy storage time is 4 hours, that's going to be about 18 gigawatt hour, actually 18 gigawatt hours of the capacity. By 2030, if you look at the capacity, so if we do another calculation, let's say we look at 6 hours of energy storage duration, the market share of VRFBs will also be very high. So if we look by 2030, the cumulative installed capacity of electrochemical energy storage will reach around 100 kilowatts, and the market share of VRFBs will reach 30%. That is 30 gigawatts. If the average storage time is 6 hours, it's going to be about 180 gigawatt hours. So that is the estimation. Vanadium users, of course, they want to have higher price of vanadium. But as a scholar, I want to study the whole market. I want to consider all the parameters and all the factors for the whole industry of VRFB energy storage. If vanadium is too expensive, it's going to be a lot of headaches for VRFB projects. So here, let me make some prediction for the future. We can look at the battery system costs. So going beyond the 20 hours of energy storage, the system cost could be 4,500 yuan per kilowatt, and the residual value the residual value after the life cycle could be 300 yuan per kilowatt. And the electrolyte will account for 80% of the initial investment. So all in all, the actual cost could be 460 yuan per kilowatt hour over the life cycle. I have done studies. In China, we have a lot of resources, including stone coal. We relate the results of stone coal to lithium. We have a very promising future. Stone coal would be 20 million metric tons, and we can do some calculation based on the cost of stone coal. The profit margin can be calculated accordingly. I'm sure going forward, VRFB is support from resources like stone coal. The price should be around 110 yuan metric ton, give or take. So if we have too much validity, that means we're gonna have an oversupply issue over them. I don't think so. In the future, energy storage will demand a lot of volume. Thank you. That's all I want to share. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. You talk about a lot of key matters in the market and the whole industry. Now let's open the floor for Q&A. I'm sure we have a few minutes for Q&A. Do we have any questions from the floor? Professor Zhang, thank you for your sharing. Let me see a few more words about stone coal. Stone coal costs matter. So let's say the cost of stone coal is 80 yuan metric ton. Then that price can be used to vanadium profit. When vanadium price was at 50 yuan per metric ton, we have a lot of production capacity in Jiangxi, Huamin, about 5 million metric tons of V2O5, and the quality is very good. The local governor told me that because the price of stone coal is too low, they don't have enough money for environmental protection. So if the stone coal price can be improved, then maybe they can have a better future. When they have enough money to support, to guarantee the supply of stone coal, then maybe we can have more feedstock for producing vanadium. They need money to support the production, and they need money to put in place production, environmental protection measures. So we need to add the environmental protection costs to the original cost of stone coal. Hi, Professor Zhang. Let me ask something. We have a question online. So here is the question. What's the future uses of vanadium? If you look at the cost, the life cycle, and the prospects of commercialization, why is vanadium the best choice for batteries? Could you be more specific? Yeah, I mean, there could be a lot of materials, a lot of elements for making redox flow batteries. Why is vanadium the best choice? So that is, yeah, that is a better expression of the question. Okay, I am a scholar and I'm really outspoken. I want to be an upright scholar. Let me say this. In 10 years, in the next 10 years, vanadium is the only option for making redox flow batteries that can be commercialized on large scale. I have done much research here. I don't have time to go into too much detail here. Anyway, I suppose vanadium is the only feasible choice for RFBs. So in terms of the life cycle, cost, and many other factors, where are we heading in doing VRFBs? The initial cost can be controlled at 2,500 yuan, and the life cycle could be 20 years.
And also we have the life of like 25 years. And but I need to say it honestly, and a lot of technical person of many companies are faked, not really, not genuine, not true. Hello, some of the lithium-ion cycles have reached 8,000 to 1,000, and for the lithium battery technology, would they pose any challenge to the cost of vanadium? And because we know that every kilowatt hour, some of the price can come down below 800 yuan. Yes, sorry, I don't want to take others' time. I just want to tell you one thing. But lithium, the chip, the core cost could be 1,000 cycles, but if you need to make it to megawatts for gigawatts, and then I want to know the life of gigawatts level. Lithium ion for megawatts hour attenuation for the first year is 6%, and after the following years, it irreversibly attenuation by 2-3%. If that is true, the cycle life of lithium-ion batteries is 5 to 8 years from the current lithium stations. The life is already back to 6 years, but now the requirement is 15 years, which means you need to replace the lithium-ion battery by 3 times. And also the bigger the scale, the safety risk is higher. So that is what I can say, because still they have to, they have to eat, they have to survive, they have to get their own market share anyway. So next question is that we know that for the VRFB systematic efficiency compared with lithium is lower. I wonder what is the difference between two, and also the system efficiency. Is there any possibility to raise the VRFB system efficiency? Yes, great question. Just now, because I'm the director of the standard committee, many enterprise protest against me and says, Mr. Zhang, your standard is irreasonable. This for the loading electricity is used for factory or sites. So the efficiency is 80% or so, but for vanadium battery, calculate everything on the battery itself. So the difference is around 5%, 5 percentage point. So vanadium battery, let me give you data. Recently, Ronke is working on conch segment project. So with a German company, it must be accepted by the energy conversion efficiency. The average is 72.98%. And that is validated by the seal fixed by the German company 72.98. And if we remove the heat management, the energy consumption so it's around 78%, while the lithium's counterpart is 80%. Efficiency is 80%. So somebody is suggesting to revise the energy conversion standard. Yes, we are preparing to revise as well. Sorry, due to time limitation, well, maybe you can exchange in person tea breaks or afterwards. Thank you, Mr. Zhang. And